Hello friends. So far we have seen that given a positive definite Lyapunov function, how to analyze the stability of equilibrium. However, the essence of this Lyapunov's direct method is that if we can find out one such positive definite function which holds the stability properties, the conditions for stability, then the stability of equilibrium can be proved. However, the real challenge is to find out such a Lyapunov function. So now we'll be looking at two methods for constructing a Lyapunov function. One of the method is Krasovsky's method. Krasovsky's method suggests a simple form of the Lyapunov function as v of x is equal to f transpose x into f of x, where f of x comes from x dot is equal to f of x. Now let A of x denote the Jacobian matrix for the system, which is equal to dou f by dou x. Then we form a matrix F that is A plus A transpose. According to Krasovsky's theorem, if this F is a negative definite matrix in a certain neighborhood around the origin, then the equilibrium point is origin is asymptotically stable, at least locally, and the Lyapunov function for the system is v of x is equal to f transpose into f of x. However, if Ohm is the entire state space and in addition v of x tends to infinity as norm x tends to infinity, then the equilibrium point is globally asymptotically stable. Let us look at an example of the same. We have a nonlinear system of the form x dot is equal to f of x, where x1 dot is equal to minus x1 and x2 dot is x1 minus x2 minus x cube. We are supposed to construct a Lyapunov function using the Krasovsky's method. Let us first evaluate the Jacobian matrix of the system. The Jacobian matrix of the system A is dou f1 by dou x1, dou f1 by dou x2, dou f2 by dou x1 and dou f2 by dou x2. Taking the partial derivatives of these functions, we have our A as minus 1, 0, 1 and minus 1 minus 3x2 square. Now according to Krasovsky's method, if there exists a matrix F which is A transpose plus A which is negative definite in a certain neighborhood Ohm around the origin, then the equilibrium is asymptotically stable and the Lyapunov function for the same is v of x is f transpose x into f of x. However, if Ohm is the entire space and in addition norm x tends to infinity, v of x tends to infinity, then the equilibrium point is also globally asymptotically stable. So let us check this condition. We evaluate f is equal to A transpose A plus A, which comes out as minus 2, 1, 1 and minus 2 minus 6 x2 square. We are supposed to check out the negative definiteness of the function. However, with Sylvester's criteria, we know how to check positive definiteness of a function or a matrix. So we take minus of f, which is 2 minus 1 minus 1 2 plus 6x2 square, and check the positive definiteness of minus f. If minus f comes out as positive definite, then f would be negative definite. The principal minors of minus f are 2, which is greater than 0, and second principal minor is the determinant, which is 3 plus 12x2 square, which is also greater than 0. Thus, by Sylvester's criteria, minus f is positive definite in the whole space. That is, f is negative definite over the whole space. Therefore, the origin is asymptotically stable and the Lyapunov function is v of x is equal to f transpose that is the row of this into f of x, which comes out as minus x1 square plus x1 minus x2 square cube the whole square. Further note that as norm x, which is root of x1 square plus x2 square, tend to infinity, v of x also would tend to infinity. Therefore, the equilibrium is asymptotically stable in large or globally asymptotically stable. Now let us look at another method of constructing Lyapunov function, which is the variable gradient method. Now this variable gradient method is a formal approach of constructing Lyapunov function. It involves a certain form of gradient which is also equivalent to the directional derivative of a function, and then the Lyapunov function is constructed by integrating the assumed gradient. So if delta v indicates the gradient of a function, then v of x can be constructed from this gradient as v of x is equal to 0 to x delta v of x dx, where the gradient is dou by dou x1 of where gradient of v is a column vector dou v by dou x1, dou v by dou x2, so on up to dou v by dou xn. So it's a column vector. Now in order to recover a unique scalar function v from the gradient, we have to ensure a condition called as curl condition. This curl condition is dou by dou xj of delta vi should be equal to dou by dou xi of delta vj. Now although for an n-dimensional system this looks difficult, but for a second order system it would simply mean dou by dou x2 of delta v1 is equal to dou by dou x1 of delta v2. Note that this ith component of delta vi is the directional derivative of v. For n, as I said, for n equal to 2, the curl condition means dou by dou x2 of delta v1 is dou by dou x1 of delta v2. Now we assume a specific form of the gradient function. So gradient of v, the ith component of it is the directional derivative dou by dou xi of v. Now as I said, for n equal to 2, the curl condition means dou by dou x2 of delta v1 is equal to dou by dou x1 of delta v2. Now this principle of variable gradient method is to assume delta v and integrate it to find out v of x. So we assume delta vi is equal to summation j varies from 1 to n aij into xj. Now for a second order system this would appear very simple. So what we do is we assume the gradient function which is given by this equation. We solve for the coefficients aij so as to satisfy the curl equation. Next is we choose the component with coefficients a11 etc. so that v dot is negative semi-definite at least locally, and then we compute v by integrating gradient v by integration, and then check whether v is positive definite or not. Now the satisfaction of the curl condition implies that the integration is independent of the path of integration. So v of x is 0 to x1 delta v1 x1 where the rest elements are 0, integration with respect to x1 and so on. Now let us take an example of a second order system. Using this variable gradient method, let us find out the Lyapunov function for the system x1 dot equal to x2 and x2 dot is equal to minus x1 cube minus x2. Now we know that the Lyapunov function is related to the gradient through the integral function that v of x is integration 0 to x delta v dx. Let us assume the gradient of the Lyapunov function of the form delta v1 equal to a11 x1 plus a12 x2 and delta v2 is a21 x1 plus a22 x2, where a11, a12, a21 and a22 are assumed to be constant, are taken as constant. Then let us see if the curl condition is satisfied. So for a second order system, the curl condition would be dou by dou x2 of delta v1 should be equal to dou by dou x1 of delta v2. When we differentiate this, we will have a12 plus x2 dou a12 by dou x2 is equal to a21 plus x2 dou by dou x1 of a21. Now because we have taken the coefficients a11, a12, 21 and 22 as constants, and say for example a11 equal to a22 equal to 1 and a12 equal to a21 equal to 0, the curl condition would be 0 equal to 0, which is valid. Now this leads to delta v1 is x1 because a11 is 1 and a12 is 0 and delta v2 is x2. Now let us check if this selection of coefficients result into v dot of x at least locally negative definite. So then V dot of x is related to the gradient as follows. V dot of x is equal to delta V transpose into x dot. That is x1, x2 into x dot is x2 in second element is minus x1 cube minus x2. So the resultant expression for V dot is minus x1 x2 into x1 square minus 1 minus x2 square. Now we can see that at least in a certain region around the origin, this function would take negative value. So it means that V dot is negative definite at least locally. So the Lyapunov function now can be constructed as v of x is equal to 0 to x1 delta v1, that is x1 dx1 plus 0 to x2 delta v2 dx, that is x2 dx2, which comes out as x1 square plus x2 square by 2. Now which is indeed positive definite. Therefore, the equilibrium is asymptotically stable. However, because v dot of x was negative definite only locally, we cannot say about the global cannot say about the global asymptotic stability of the system. Now let us check out another example. x1 dot is equal to minus 2x1 and x2 dot is minus 2x2 plus 2x1 x2 square. Now when we follow the procedure, we get v dot of x to be minus 2x1 square minus 2x2 square into x1 minus x1 x2. Note that this function is negative definite whenever 1 minus x1 x2 is greater than 0. So it means that v dot is negative definite locally for this particular condition, and the required Lyapunov function can be constructed as v of x is integration 0 to x1 dx1 plus 0 to x2 dx2, which is x1 square plus x2 square by 2, which is indeed positive definite, and therefore the asymptotic stability is guaranteed. However, again here too, because v dot of x is negative definite only locally, the global asymptotic stability cannot be checked.